Hey everybody, today I'm Michelle, of course, with the Savvy Mind, and today I kind of come to you with a heavy heart. Roger Bannister passed away at the age of 88, and I don't know if you know who that is, but he was the gentleman that ran the first mile under 4 minutes. And so many of us in the self-help and personal development field, honestly, owe our careers to this man, because he really, in his own way, he really kind of started a movement, the belief movement. And it's just so interesting because once he broke the 4-minute mile, and he actually came in under 4 minutes, right? I think it was like 3 minutes 59.4 seconds, something like that. So once he did it, well, then runners started doing it in droves. Now, they had been working on it up to then for like 10 years, right? People had been coming close to it for like 10 years before he did it. And then all of a sudden, boom, he does it, and then the floodgates opened, right? Because people knew it could be done. People knew it could be done. And so what that did for people like me and other people that are in the abundance and the personal development era or area, it really kind of gave us something to latch onto, because now we know it's the science of success, right? Once we know that if one person can do it, many people can do it, right? And if it can, if it can be done by someone, it can be done by me. And I think the same thing goes for everything, accomplishing any goal. If it's something that it's not, and I'm not saying if it's never been done, it can't be done. I don't want you to think that, and I'm not saying that. But it's so much easier if you're trying to do something that someone else has already done. It can be done. So it's so much easier for you to come and just be one of the many that are doing it. So if you want to make $1 million next year, well, it's been made. I mean, people all over the world make $1 million in a year. If you want to create a 6 or 7 figure business, you can do it because other people have done it in your industry, in your situation, with the number of kids you have, with your, in your town, in your city, living the way you do. People have done what you want to do, so it can be done. And if it can be done, then it can be done by you just as easily as it can be done by someone else, right? So it just makes it easier. And so I was reading an excerpt of his book, and it was really interesting because he talked about how when he decided to break away from the pack, right? When he decided to break away from the pack and do and make his move, he did it because he had confidence and he lacked confidence. And I thought that was so interesting. And I want to actually read this real little quick part to you. The decision to break away results from a mixture of confidence and lack of it. The breaker is confident to the extent that he suddenly decides the speed has become slower than he can sustain in order to finish the race. Hence, he can accelerate suddenly and maintain his new speed all the way to the tape. But he also lacks confidence, feeling that unless he makes a move now, right, everyone else will do so and he's going to be left standing. So it's kind of like, what? He noticed that he was feeling like, I'm not doing all I can do. I can move faster, right? I can move faster. And he had the confidence that he could move faster, but he also lacked the confidence because he was afraid that if I don't do it now, I'm going to miss out on my opportunity. And does that not still play out in today's day and age? I mean, it still plays out in business and in life today. So it's that belief system. I want you to really take a look at your goals. You know, we're in the first week in March, the first quarter of the year still. Take a look at your goals and just ask yourself, has anyone accomplished the same goals that I want to accomplish? Well, if they have, then hello, we can do this. It can be done. And if it can be done by one, it can be done by me, right? So that belief system is so important. And then I want you to make sure that you look at the action that you have planned, the activity that you have planned in order to reach that goal. Because, you know, the first word in attraction is action, right? And you're not going to attract any kind of abundance in any area of your life sitting on the couch watching television. You have to do something to move towards what you want, right? So I want you to look at what your activity is what you're doing activity-wise. See if it matches, right? Does it match? Am I doing enough? Am I doing it in the right way? Do I have enough now proof to see if my plan's working, right? Is it time to evaluate, right? And then I want you to make sure that you don't miss the boat. Don't miss that opportunity. You know, don't just be frozen in this fear factor so that you're too afraid to really step out and do something that you need to do, because, well, for one thing, you might not ever have the same opportunity again, right? Sometimes it's kind of like dating, right? You know, if you miss an opportunity to date this one person, you might not ever have another opportunity to run across them. You know, the universe is not maybe going to be lined up just right. So don't miss the opportunity to do what you need to do to make yourself really to set yourself up for success. And I just was kind of sad, and I wanted to share that with you because he really did. And I have been hearing about the 4-minute mile, you know, and Mr. Bannister for years and years and years and years and years. I mean, and he really has given so many of us in the industry really something to latch onto. I think, you know, when they talk about the science of success and how your brain works and all that kind of stuff, I actually think it almost started with him. And he died at 88. So this is like 50 years ago, because he did this when he was 25, which is actually kind of old for an athlete in today's day and age, you know. And then a year later, he quit running internationally because he was a med student, and he studied medicine. So, you know, and in a way I get it, because he couldn't give all of himself to more than one modality of life, right? So he couldn't chase more than one rabbit and chase either one well. And he chose medicine instead of athletics. So, yeah, I think we could all learn a lot from him. So I just wanted to share that with you because I really respect what he did, and I respect what he did with his life afterwards. And I wanted to pay homage to him for doing what he did and living the life that he did. And I hope you guys will too. So have a wonderful Monday, and I will talk to you later. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.